ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you. Nickel, 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 trickle, 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 nickel, 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 trick.
Whether it's in a chilled bottle or at the soda fountain counter at your favorite drugstore, drink a cool, refreshing Pepsi Cola today. Pepsi, the nickel drink for everyone.
A doody dot dot, a doody dot. Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you. Nickel, 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 trickle, 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 nickel, 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 trick.
Another 5-minute mystery. An anniversary party is going on at the Brown household around the corner. And one of the guests, George Taylor, pauses while eating his dessert, saying,
Best lemon pie I've ever tasted, Mary.
Oh, really?
I wish my wife could do as well. Hey, it doesn't look as if Sam's appreciated it much, though.
Goodness, dear. Is my cooking that bad? Sam, your head is practically on your plate. I guess he's fallen asleep, everyone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
Sam, sit up. It's dreadful. I'd better shake him. Sam!
Great guns! He's dead!
How do you do? I'm Sergeant Barker of the Homicide Division, and this is one of my boys, Mike Grady. Where's the body?
In the dining room at the table. We didn't move him.
Well, you might as well be comfortable, everybody. This will take just a little while. Dead all right. Peaceful, too. Who's Mrs. Sam Brown?
I am.
You mind telling me what happened?
I guess not. I'm so shocked. I don't know where to begin or what to tell you.
Well, you might as well begin by telling me what you served for dinner.
Well, we had soup first.
Soup, what kind?
Mushroom, and then roast chicken, green peas, mashed potatoes, and I served him coffee. I don't see how this could mean anything.
Well, it's just routine, Mrs. Brown. Did Mr. Brown eat everything?
Yes, he did. He seemed to fall asleep over his coffee. When I tried to wake him, I found he's had a heart attack.
Yeah, well, that will be all for a few minutes, Mrs. Brown. We want to take a look around. Did you notice anything about the table, Mike?
No, Chief, can't say as I do.
Well, neither do I. Well, let's look into the kitchen. An orderly person, isn't she? Stacked dishes after each course.
Yes, and here's the silverware over here. Ah, look, Chief. One of these soup spoons has turned black.
Black? Well, let me see it. The only spoon that's tarnished, too. Well, I was beginning to think it was a heart attack or a perfect murder, but the silver soup spoon is evidence enough. Mrs. Brown?
Yes, Sergeant Barker?
I'm sorry to interrupt your little party, Mrs. Brown, but I'm sure your guest won't mind.
I don't understand.
Well, you will, Mrs. Brown, you will. You see, you're under arrest for the murder of your husband.
Do you know why Sergeant Barker accused Mrs. Brown of murder? In a moment, we'll hear the solution. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Have you had your soup today? Campbell's, of course. Campbell's, of course. Have you had your soup today? Campbell tastes good. Good. Have Campbell's every day. You get vitamins.
Be good to your family today. Serve good soup. Tomorrow, buy several cans of Campbell's soups and let your family enjoy the good flavors of Campbell's 21 kinds of bowlfuls of Get Up and Go. Have you had your soup today?
Once a day, every day, you should have a bowl of Campbell's soup. Have some Campbell's right now.
And now, back to our story.
Sergeant Barker. How do you know it was homicide?
Well, Mrs. Brown took careful pains to wash the soup pans and soup dishes before she served the rest of the meal.
Oh, yes, I can see that.
But she forgot one thing: to wash one silver soup spoon. What she didn't realize was that an hour later, by the end of dinner, the spoon her husband had used to eat his toadstool soup would give her away. She didn't know that poisonous toadstools make silver turn black. Mrs. Brown almost committed the perfect murder, but she forgot to wash one spoon, the one her husband used.
Join us again next time for another chance to solve a 5-minute mystery. The role of George was portrayed by Keith Seaman. Faith McAvoy was the evil Mary Brown. Detective Sergeant Barker was played by Bill Alwyn, and Detective Mike Grady was played by Kevin West.